Joe Ejima Busan for a show Bibia Amo Bibia Aquaba Shonko so Eliaba a POG Media so be show Bibia says happy and Wabajimadi we so over like it, over share, over subscribe to the channel. Send it by a political trending news be a country corporate my baby and happy POG Media so any other penny say Busan for a bedroom. And then you call political heroines yes in SMP and yes one and 70 pennies saying ASC yeah John Drama Mahama president Ahmed Suale and the JB Danquah do a omu no on count once a month number papa and they were tuning as from Etia from air casse ASC I know Ahmed Suale mu no or say onya take immediate action a home the crop okun Ahmed Suale our catch a NBI for oral team is almost form into form no money no more pet ni pakron embrace see any money mu ya so anya afide agrokran or dvd and near bri pa ope e nipa okun Ahmed Suale any won see and near bri ordinary asim ordinance enso aba a case ni bi ebusan for me nti obi amra mo so mestrom so me yakọ akoti e de okan me damas
see and say oh Akuffo the warfare say but are you aware so say JB Danquah ni Akuffo the new relation bia Winning Zadwe. On any relation, this is a group of people who believe in the razzmatazz and the bourgeoisism. They and so forth. But we need JB Danquah any relation. Folks, asemna you and agree. You be do come on. History power. You the better pronounce the amount one time. Still on the bill. Matse say, afi abranti a friend Ahmed Suale, Suale we free mu de dada. And the police for say one man ya brantie no asebe wo yi Suale enkwade firi ho and I'm saying say no that's a lie monko hwehwe nipa ne yi enye de mache no by see the beba ni kire say o haw ni atete a abrantie o se e friend anas are emeyaw anas wo se sa mebu na de wo mu si o so de wo mu koye adwuma o haw a ode wo mu kogum no ebi ni de na yehu no menne obi ba eye Daniel Owusu Kranting ene wokonya sebe amania sa amania yi ense so wokonya police fo so ntumi fa evidence bi emu odun fa mameto ebi ni no na ye kan ono abrantie owo Ghana for God how many years are people even aware say sa abrantie ya police fo achini obae waba owo Ghana ho wa ye documentary bi with the offense Ghana offense pharmacy council a secret undercover video about Konya Pharmacy Council for edit certificate edema pharmaceuticals. Basa without the prerequisite arrangement so moye. Emma sa video no documentary no on a Joy FM4 and then chomba be sa documentary. Emma making Pharmacy Council for edit injunction akwotoso. And now minimum ka say ne and a court a calling for that case. How then comes says any panel and wukukum na down for Ahmed Suale. Obi sheche no mo yesa na say den folks. Anadriwo ho. Me ba be yadi bi akere mo. Me ba be bo apawa. Apawa efa sa edwumakoi Tiger Eye ene ne domi wo mo ho. Na yeyi a journalist mienu ba ko ye friend Anas are emeyaw Anas oshe mask. Any what journalist ba kun so no see friend Anas are emeyaw Anas on share mask. Yes. Na mi beyin foni no akyere mo Anas are emeyaw Anas on share mask mi beyin na kyere Ghana for se monhwe no oninie. Anas no oshe mask no anu mi minim no. But ma men kan say the oshe mask no say yo no asoso ena de mi beyi on Shemax na ye ono a then ye bisa so omrefia but so nim se enye ono a the American say he should shut up wherever he is no nya me enyi edwa but so ono no Shemax yi and ono an ye ba beyi ni a then we are asking say we are an organization a media organization we are asking him omra forward we say we putting Grofoma in danger emene obi ewu obi so ewu obi ewu o yase akwachi obi atum as any pan only my some no hwe but then investigation no mo can say folks if you have a shit papa now na many muntu tum rekane yen kon ntem say every baby edre and your friend say Ghana Speaks proudly brought to you by Ora Blaster 4. Now, one more the year can say, Yankopon ya dom or China Mimini Shannon so, or China Mimini Ora Blaster 4, the dom Ebeko site. Then Omoque, Omukobo Muniako, my ashes, and Sibibre, and I'm say, and Sasibibria, Mumubinum, Moyeden, Moyesu Edgeman, Nina, and Tokwa Ewoso, Obekoson and Kranti Guhonum, Nkutukru and Strada, Etuo, Ukumanamne, Sophie, Soso Naka, offensive weapons. Obi de ba be di wewu. The last time crowd call and nature said the woman say ohu ni bi si hwe afije wo hinu say e duru omo de abesho because of asasi hu ntokwa si jai. Meni ora blaster fu itu na monstro kwa akogye nsase yantam bebre wo baby ti se kwabenya kaswa breku denchira amasaman nsa wo mboteano ani bebre ya yeni na hu nkrata a wo ba ye betwa asase bi dia ma no ya ye krata no so dia ma na fi ya ma akonya obetimi etuetua na kakra with your payment schedule as per the amount we treat and kakra jawe to offer the meantime. Na fi ko asasi so na koye dia opese we say bia opese we sit down krabi do titum ana mpo say bia opese we de koye business we build hostels ana school ana mpo hospitality hotels no me ade ana opese we add up to the your friends and housing deficit by way of building going into real estate akonya ewo ho asasi suye ni na no ye the access road electricity, water, ya de ko opese uye adwuma na pa ewia na dwene na akwenya ho. Ora blaster for ansas no susu papa yi. Ochina nyame ya dom ebo nondu tena. Wono mo ko site di nipa akokyere. Sedi ansas ne tie. Wo so betimi akobi. Wo kwei. Ana opese ukobi ochina pa tutututu. Fre wonom awo 053 6176327. 053 6176327 on mejo so na nyoma ina no adeda na kwemu. Take a listen to Omonsa say you know what? Bob Marley would always be right. Say, he who knows it, fails it. You can understand how passionate I have been when it comes to this little twitch. Now, me channel anywhere. Obi send a message by say, Anas, go and teach Anas. I fancy a lesson. Me do nyame anywhere Anas will go is what I'm looking. Me upa famiko US what all the kokra na wabroso. You can take Canada, Japan to anywhere in the world. For me, anywhere the maybe corner, my Canada, Japan, maybe I will pay corner. Come me yes came out. But anywhere, Anas is prepared to walk with me down the aisle. Swear to God, I'm too much ready. Asuma mika chemui. Ni na ko Korea saying. Korea say. Abrante ni jam wa oko ya pe. Then, how many days? It could be about 4 to 5 days. Then a colleague of mine, who was a journalist, and I don't know, say out of we free edumanim, called me and said, Kweku, you've met some guys. Uno make kodin komo. Charlie, that was a bad move. And I say, how? Henry. No, say yes. Also, you know what? Those guys now question, nas nipa, almost man so mrame and trapel. And I say, but do you know the discussion it's about the documentary I'm about to do? And I'm also no. So now, folks, listen to me. Wednesday, I told you something. Said there is one particular thing that is very synonymous with this guy. Is that one? He creates the scene. He puts the victims into the scene. Then what he takes the best of shot. That's number 3. And then the last one. He takes them into the court of public opinion. Now, listen, before I do a court of public opinion, they put the snippets of this into the airwaves. They charge the atmosphere to the extent that one can say, what is something? Now, on Wednesday, I think that people saw say, "Nami buefu ye pa, nami buefu okwan benso, nami buefu because of a kwanya kweku anan." Has become very passionate when it comes to Anas and Semsem. Now, you see, the reason why some of you must send messages, sending message for taking this bold stand to be doing this. Now, for the purpose of moi, munim, nama mudidi atem wohono, and Emma, be a mayor small summary the amount. It says, and Penika, say, so uko tu benu so mo konto kwa emiso mo se ba ne se o bisa wo mo se na no na ba ne se eno ene be ma wasem wetimi hu asem ni mu yie. Now who said I don't know if it was Monday or Wednesday I stated categorically on this network said I kweku amete I have been a victim of how Anas, Aremi Anas, and if I had not been a victim, let me name Kwanya, Anas, and Sembabe Masem, and I may take me time, Semini Anas, and come you. It's not really in my radar, so no, who hear me, sir. But it was when Assembly LCA may be a victim to how his kind of journalistic Juma ACTA. And from that day, now me catch and say, listen, the myth about you will be broken, and the myth about you will be demystified. And that day, I catch and say, you, me and we are sworn enemies until death. And listen, for the purpose of those of you out there, my memory was a summary of this. Somewhere in 2015, I wasn't on TV, I was on radio. Then a group of chiefs coming from East Dadekotopon, Munim East Dadekotopon, Womoba my office. Now me radio, so back me say they want an investigation, and this is not the first investigative program I'm running. If you care to know, Womoba and almost say no, we want you to investigate about so and so person that he's a journalist. You see, it's a long story, but I'll give you a summary, short one, because the full story will come somewhere another time. One more buy almost me run an investigation on so say
for your drew of fire to me and Yankopon and show be our Jibres or never has a dream. It will be Biasi, for a POG Media and Yajibres at my trending political news be a sabit me akemi. Like it, subscribe it, let's share my union number 4 and we'll for inside into me and Kajumedia EDB. A POG Media, but for me, Job Mirambo, so much Simon was be I am at Suale, Wooden and Mahama, and says him all near Brie or Cassette, here, say a oral team, any NBI phone, any A1 Bay or Madrid, or Mashin, and Hunipa Crocon, Aman, Monimuyaso. Mommy on Corneo Kuti, and to us so, Madam was.
Anas, no, he's not closer to any stuff like that. Yeah, argument in your then at a point. What happened is saying, I have to go on the ground. So I needed to go on the ground. But before I go on the ground, then I place a call to this Anas without mask. And wherever Anas you are, listen to me. Now the last Wednesday today, some very good. It was a Anas should teach Kwekwana lesson. Whoever you said, you must be stupid to have told me, send a message to me, say, Anas in me lesson. And tonight, I want to be decent and give you the narrative of what you don't know. So the reason why you could send that, spew those rubbish to me, and you think me, I'm scared of Aremi out. You don't know what is going on in this country. Only then to place a call to him, say, Anas, yes, sir, what James Asibiwo, Chado, and then for. Is this true? Or say, bro, it's not true. And that he's going to buy a land. And a land will be person or jail assassin free in him. And at the end, okay, can say me nanam say no. Come forward, ni nim komo. Or say no, many times I'm about forward because we're busy financing. I'm saying no problem. Then I have to go on the ground to check, collaborates what I was told to that of what is being put out there, only to go and realize, as someone I have for no more is that they go to upon the buy no. Necessarily what avalanche of complaints, accusations, allegations, including people I spoke to. Some were politicians, some were businessmen, including the Roman Catholic Church, the big church in Chado. Roman Asofwe. Any friends and sister Teresa, when we never complain, say, Anas is encroaching on their lands. How? And if some of you care to know, there were ministers including a minister like the former minister for friends and local government, Martin J. Kosa. All of them had the raw deal in the hands of Anas, and some of them meant to go all out. Somebody like J. Kosa called Kweku Bakun severally, told Kweku Bakun to tell the boy to back off. Now, we say, Anas, Aremi, you Anas. Ofri Bimbila, Northern Region. So the question is, Oyeden ewo sebe nkranfo asase. These are things some of you don't know. Go and read, go and find out why we are doing what we are doing. Oyeden ewo nkranfo na asase. Now, without me boring you going into deeper history, no. Sir, is that the Koton Ponsasi eyan nkranfo dia. Now, at a point, there were two families fighting on the land. So the late Peter Lajete formed what he called trust. And a trust in Yadin's assassination. But before, no, in Tokobia Kosu between two families. One called Tevi Attach Nachefo. One when call for Anas, I remember Anas, by so Ombe Boam, no more fighting because of Anas, you know, has built the clouds and his image and blah 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 into Ombe Boam. Only then Anas came, Anas Abe entrenching and realized, said, no. And Krofonu ain't need the capacity much. So he knowing the in and outs of the system, let's so take advantage over the situation. This is how Anas got himself in the lands in Chad, where John Mahama lives now. And the whole that place, if you have to go there and find out what has happened there, including said the Ghana Armed Forces, led by then, your friend is saying Lieutenant General Opon Pepra, would have to form a military team to make sure that the whole place, land gas. Anas was accused of dropping land gas all over the place. Now, the trust that was formed by Peter Lajete eventually went into another transition. I was so overwhelmed. And I'm saying, what is going on? Every move to bring Anas closer for us to understand what is going on. So we realized that no, what we need to do is that we have to do a documentary about this. Is this the guy who claims to be the self-righteous, the gatekeeper? Oh yeah, then. Oshes and Akuffo, Edie, Wamuno, now, what I say, and the commitment that just a documentary, no problem. Then that meeting also ended. Then the second time, you say she abuse, no say, ne what I say, only some said that ben a check. The ben ye pesi a document, I'm saying, ora. And it's in our frame here by please tell what fans on to no boise. And also, ye be kono so o yi envelope, a free bag no so me what I say, me fema. I'm so catch over some then I say. Nemum, your next meeting in the badata neminya the total cost of our documentary because we need to speak to the television station. Me need time I make Independence Square ne say na akoye that's you know they be no oye no I'm not interested in that. Yeah, the TV stations need to telecast. The third one, then we've gone to check with some TV stations knowing how much this documentary was going to cost, including the footages are as you on the ground near the best documentary. So the third one, we met at hotel my friends and Kempi skills and then I wrote everything on paper. Right there now, you better Danny so Miss Annan, me what I say me fema. In this year, you figure me catch and then our next meeting I'll bring our sponsorship to this documentary. And what I'm telling you, it's all there in the public domain. Now listen to me well. So when Nima Simbia Shasia, Nasa Ube Joa Bekika Sabin, some 4 tremia, no I am measured because I will bear me, I will slap you to death. We are talking about life and death matter here. Do you know how many people Anas, Anas, and this are bonny way or did do one? Those persons couldn't come out to defend themselves. This stupid entrapment, this stupid, foolish entrapment business. Ghanaian authorities could allow Anas to go scot-free with all of this. And you know what? Bob Marley would always be right. Say, he who knows it, fails it. You can understand how passionate I have been when it comes to this little twitch. Now, me try anywhere. Obi send a message by say, Anas, go and teach Anas. A friend say, a lesson. Anywhere Anas will go is what I'm looking. Me upa, famiko US what all the kokra wa broso. You can take Canada, Japan to anywhere in the world. For me, anywhere they may be corner, my Canada, Japan, they be a pay score, come me yes came out. But anywhere, Anas, is prepared to walk with me down the aisle, swear to God, I'm too much ready. Asima meka chemu ni na kokowie sen kowie say abrante ni jam wa okọ ya pe. Then how many days? It could be about 4 to 5 days. Then a colleague of mine who was a journalist and I don't know, say out of we free edumenim called me and said, Kweku, you've met some guys. Uno make kodin komo. Charlie, that was a bad move. And I say, how? Henry. No, say yes. Also, you know what? Those guys now question, nas nipa, almost man so mrame and trapel. And I say, but do you know the discussion it's about the documentary I'm about to do? And I'm also no. So now, folks, listen to me. Wednesday, I told you something. Said there is one particular thing that is very synonymous with this guy. Is that one? He creates the scene. He puts the victims into the scene. Then what he takes the best of shot. That's number 3. And then the last one, he takes them into the court of public opinion. Now, listen, before I do about court of public opinion, they put the snippets of this into the airwaves. They charge the atmosphere to the extent that one can know. What is it?
And as media, Mamma Quine, some of the movies in Uncle should be our Jibress and Brother Media, high POG Media, so political trending news be I had a penny, say, and Bebrem. Yeah, my name from Hogusian for Metros, or like you subscribe to the channel and send it political trending news be a code free cover, my baby. I have POG Media, and I will submit to me. I can so we'll tell you all that. So, any other one, for Hannah with your major Mosi, Akroma.